10 reasons why using a real estate agent actually saves time, money, and reduces risk. 1. Maximizing sale price. Data shows agent-listed homes typically sell for more than FSBO homes, often offsetting the commission. Agents bring marketing reach, MLS, networks, staging, pro photography that widens the buyer pool. 2. Market knowledge and pricing strategy. Agents know how to price competitively using comps, market trends, and local insights that aren't always public. Avoids underpricing, leaving money on the table, or overpricing, longer time on market. 3. Negotiation expertise. Experienced negotiators handle offers, counteroffers, and multiple bid situations, often netting better outcomes than a DIY seller-buyer. 4. Access to MLS and buyer networks. Agents connect sellers with thousands of active buyers and other agents, ensuring maximum exposure. Buyers get access to listings before they hit public sites. 5. Handling legal and regulatory paperwork. Purchase agreements, disclosures, contingencies, and closing paperwork are legally binding. Agents reduce the risk of costly errors or omissions that can lead to lawsuits. 6. Time savings and convenience. Agents manage showings, calls, buyer screening, and coordination with lenders, inspectors, and lawyers. This frees clients to focus on moving, finances, or family. 7. Professional marketing tools. High-quality photos, virtual tours, staging, targeted digital ads, and open houses give a listing competitive edge. 8. Guidance through complex transactions. Especially valuable in tricky situations, bidding wars, contingent sales, estate sales, divorces, investment properties, or pre-construction deals. 9. Objective advice ANAMP, emotional buffer. Buying or selling a home is emotional. Agents provide perspective and keep negotiations from becoming personal. 10. Network of professionals. Agents have trusted contacts, mortgage brokers, home inspectors, contractors, lawyers, movers. Clients benefit from vetted professionals and smoother closings. In contrast, here are 10 reasons people often cite for choosing not to use a real estate agent when buying or selling a home. 1. Saving commission fees, the number one reason. Sellers don't want to pay 4 to 6% in commissions. Buyers believe they can negotiate directly and cut costs. 2. Direct negotiation control. Some feel they can negotiate a better deal without a middleman and prefer to speak directly to the other party. 3. Perceived simplicity of the transaction. If it's a straightforward sale, e.g. between family members, cash buyers, or a property that's easy to value, people believe an agent isn't necessary. 4. Previous negative experiences with agents. Distrust or dissatisfaction from past transactions leads some to avoid agents altogether. 5. Access to online tools and market data. With platforms like Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.ca, and FSBO sites, buyers and sellers feel they can research pricing, listings, and comps themselves. 6. Confidence in personal knowledge. Some owners, especially repeat buyers, sellers, or investors, believe they know enough about the market, contracts, or the process to handle it independently. 7. Desire for faster transactions. They think avoiding agents will speed things up by cutting out back and forth and formalities. 8. Private or off-market deals. Some prefer to keep sales discreet, e.g. luxury properties, distressed sales, landlord-to-tenant sales, without broad marketing. 9. Belief. They'll get a higher price as a seller, FSBO, for sale by owner. Sellers often believe they can price higher, avoid commission, and still attract buyers. 10. Friends, family handling legal and paperwork. In some cases, people rely on lawyers, mortgage brokers, or family with real estate knowledge instead of hiring an agent. Reality check. Many who go FSBO end up eventually hiring an agent because homes sold without agents often sell for less due to lower exposure and weaker negotiation. paperwork errors can cause legal financial headaches. Buyer agents may avoid FSBOs or expect the seller to pay a co-op commission anyway. In summary, in the world of real estate, countless buyers and sellers weigh the option of enlisting a professional versus taking the reins alone. The 10 reasons outlined above clearly illustrate how the former can often lead to substantial benefits. However, despite the statistical evidence, the allure of avoiding commission fees remains a strong motivator for many. With the rise of online platforms, both buyers and sellers feel empowered to tackle transactions without assistance. Yet, in many cases, this confidence can be misleading, as the complexities of the real estate market often outstrip individual knowledge. While it's tempting to think that by bypassing an agent you'll save money, the reality can paint a very different picture. Statistics show that FSBO homes typically sell for less than those represented by agents due to reduced visibility and a lack of strategic negotiation. Furthermore, the intricacies of real estate transactions often lead to costly mistakes, errors in paperwork, or an inadequate understanding of market conditions can derail even the most straightforward deals. In many instances, sellers who initially choose to go solo find themselves overwhelmed and ultimately decide to hire an agent for the sake of peace of mind and successful closure. Additionally, the emotional turbulence that often accompanies buying or selling a home can cloud judgment, leading to snap decisions that may not be in one's best interest. As emotions run high, an objective voice, one that agents provide, can help keep negotiations fair and grounded. Ultimately, the value of having a knowledgeable advocate on your side becomes increasingly apparent when faced with the challenges of the market. The complexities of pricing, negotiation, and legalities tend to overwhelm even the most astute individuals, morphing the process into a stressful experience rather than a smooth transition. With so much at stake, the wisdom of choosing proper representation shines through, minimizing risk and maximizing both financial outcomes and personal satisfaction. As we explore why many opt against using a real estate agent, the most common reason cited is the desire to save on commission fees. However, this saving approach often neglects the broader implications of a potentially unfavorable sale. While the thought of pocketing those percentages can be enticing, it's crucial to consider the long-term consequences of undervaluing an asset. Sellers who go the FSBO route frequently face hurdles that they may not anticipate initially, including inadequate exposure and marketing reach. These challenges can significantly impact the final sale price, as many buyers have already been conditioned to seek properties represented by professionals for their assurance and guidance. With this mindset, many sellers also believe that they can negotiate a higher price by taking control of the process themselves. The notion that they can attract buyers without an agent and still reap maximum financial rewards is a common misbelief. However, this perspective overlooks the expertise agents bring, which often results in sales that exceed initial pricing expectations. Furthermore, the emotional journey of selling a home may cloud judgment, leading to decisions driven more by feelings than by informed strategy. For those who have had prior negative experiences with agents, the trepidation can fuel a reluctance to seek professional help. These sentiments often stem from distrust or feelings of dissatisfaction, where expectations were not met. Many buyers and sellers may feel that previous miscommunications or lack of support shape their view, leading them to believe they can navigate the process alone. They may also see firsthand accounts of friends or family who attempted sales without agents, reinforcing the notion that they can replicate such experiences profitably. Yet this decision can overlook the multitude of resources, insight, and protective guidance that skilled agents provide, which are often critical for successful transactions. Individuals also frequently rely on the plethora of online tools and market data available today, mistakenly believing this access empowers them sufficiently to manage the complex landscape independently. Despite the vast array of online tools available, many buyers and sellers underestimate the depth of knowledge that a seasoned real estate agent can offer. They often become caught up in data, losing sight of the nuanced insights that come from years of experience in the field. This disconnect can lead to misguided pricing strategies, and overlooking critical factors that affect property value. In an ever-evolving market, trusting an agent's expertise can prove invaluable, as they stay updated on trends and shifts that might not be immediately apparent through online searches. Ultimately, while the desire to avoid commissions often drives individuals toward the DIY route, it is essential to recognize the undeniable value that a knowledgeable real estate agent brings to the table. Embracing professional guidance not only enhances the selling or buying experience, but ultimately leads to more favorable outcomes.